Let me tell you a quick little story. All right. So Crystal and I woke up this morning. We went to train legs. We went a little earlier than we normally do, a little bit out of our routine. And for those of you that do not know, Crystal is 16 weeks into her contest prep. She's got like 7 more weeks to go. This is her first competition prep. And nothing really in life can prepare you for that. There's a lot of hardships that she's gone through. She lost her mother when she was 7 years old. There's a lot of crap that she's had to suffer through and endure that you would think would build you up to this point to make this seem trivial. But nothing can really prepare you for a contest prep. Not to say that it's like the hardest thing in the world or there's not other hard things out there. That's not the case at all, but it's just different, you know? It's very different. And we were doing legs, training legs. She was doing leg press, she was doing squats, and she was crying throughout the sets. And you know, me being her boyfriend, I should like comfort her, give her a hug and tell her it's gonna be okay. But I don't, and I didn't. And instead I kind of like stood there and pushed her and like almost even smiled at the fact that she was suffering. And a lot of y'all probably crucify me for that. You know, that's like not being a very supportive boyfriend, yada, yada, yada. But I can empathize with her. I've been there. My first competition was the same way. I vividly remember training legs and crying, you know, crying, just being miserable. The thought of somebody holding a gun to my parents' head saying, if you don't give me everything you have, I'm putting a bullet between their eyes. That was what motivated me. That's what ran through my mind on a day-to-day basis. And it's like your reality, your perception is your reality, you know, like, yes, you're just training, you're just going to the gym, you're just dieting, but how you perceive that and the hardship that you bring to the table mentally and psychologically, that becomes your reality, and nothing can really prepare you for that the way it affects you like a competition prep. And the first competition prep is always the hardest because you don't know what to expect. Like, the unknown is always looming, and you've never pushed yourself that hard in that way before, and it triggers something different inside of you. So rather than like trying to comfort her or tell her it's going to be okay, life is always trying to tell you it's going to be okay. Life is always going to try and tell you it's you know, just make it through the next day. It's going to be okay. You know, second place, and not like literally but figuratively. It's okay to just settle. But the reality of life is it's hard. You know, it's hard, and the harder the contest prep is, the harder your perception of it is, the more you prepare yourself for later in life, the more confidence you build internally, knowing that you can do anything. I know I can do anything now because of what happened in my last contest prep. I know that she will be able to do anything after she succeeds with this contest prep. Her and I both having that mentality and that confidence and that drive and that determination and that history, we're gonna be like freaking unstoppable. And I know that, and that motivates me. It motivates me to watch her push herself harder than she's ever been pushed before. It motivates me to push her harder than she's ever been pushed before. And I'm not gonna sit back and like comfort her and tell her it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna push her and make her suffer that much more. And I don't know, ladies and gents, like, a competition prep can be used, okay? Like, it's a sport. You should enjoy the sport you use. You should enjoy the sport you do. You should enjoy how you spend your time. Yes, 100% agree. But since nothing really prepares you for the hardship that competition prep can bring to the table, leverage that to the full benefit of it. You know, use that as a tool to endure something harder than you've ever had to before. And if you do that, it'll catapult you to new heights. Like, your perspective of what is hard is totally changed, and you just have a much higher pain tolerance, and that's something that can be applicable to no matter where you're at in life with anything. So keep on suffering, Kristen, because you're making waves right now. And every single one of you watching this that are going through something hard, you know, I encourage you to leverage it, use it, and benefit from it. So that's all I gotta say about that.